Michelle, I've been wanting to have this conversation for a while. I heard and saw, because it was a video, a phrase that you mentioned, that it was visibility, it's not vanity. It's about being valuable to a well-defined audience. Your personal brand is not about you. And I love that because it really, I think with everything that's going on social media, people think that personal branding is about being famous and celebrity. And that can definitely be a part of it, but it's not really everything. So I want to start. I know you have 7 steps, and I want to start, of course, with step number one. How can you help people, or how do you usually help people clarify their message? Because I feel like this is a challenge. People that want to niche down, they feel like they're leaving opportunities out there. So what would you say are the top 3 challenges that you usually face when you're working with people to clarify their message?
Oh, wonderful questions. And you laid it out so well. One of the things is like when you read personal branding articles under just random Google search, I find that they don't go deep enough. They always use the same example of Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, or like 3 people that are wonderful. But I mean, for the everybody, else,
Hmm.
we can certainly and need to have our personal brand, because it used to be maybe the last 15 years, you just had to have a social media handle and you're good. Maybe now it's the personal brand you need to have to really stand out. Now, one of the things people get pushback, usually the people who come to me really know the value of wanting to take their expertise that's completely well known in their industry, but not so much online, and control the narrative with a strategic thing. But they are so all over the place. And so they don't want to narrow down. That's the number one thing. They don't want to niche down. And in this day and age, the more micro niche you can get, the faster traction and the known as top of mind sought after status that you want to get is one of the advantages of personal brand. So when you can get as deep as you can and that right client resonates with your message, bingo, you've hit the right place. Another thing that I hear is and I work with this in my 7 steps, is the mindset. Now, I've worked with CEOs, executives, lawyers, physicians, you name it, people you would think
Hmm.
on paper are so qualified, but we all suffer initially wanting to get out that imposter syndrome, right? Or why would people talk to me or listen to me? It's all been said before. What do I have to add? And I say, oh my gosh, you have everything to add. Do we read one book in this world? I'm looking at your bookcase. For those who maybe see this in video, you have volumes and volumes of books. Now, you didn't stop at one book. You were interested in the same topics in some eyes. So you
Hmm.
explored different, and that's the same thing with a personal brand. And the last thing I would think, the top 3, is people think it's being, narcissistic or self-promotional. We tend to shy away. And like you said, no, it's of you, but it's not about you. It's for someone else. It's how you're showing up strategically, really well crafted to be of service to solve that problem, or, whatever the challenge, desire, that ideal audience you're trying to serve. That's what we're here for. So, in a very long answer, those are my top 3 ways. Now, I don't know if I answered. Now, how do I clarify it? How do I clarify the message? Well, comes in my 7 steps. So we can talk about that whenever or not. You just tell me when you want me to chat about that.